Alright, welcome back guys. So today in this video we're gonna learn how to build RPK in the most cheapest way possible. So let's start building it. Now, as you know that this is like the standard build of the gun, which you're gonna get same from the market as well. So when I build the gun, I usually start from the stock side and then move on towards the front, that is towards the muzzle at the end. Okay, so first let's start building the stock over here. The stock added by default to this gun is RPK 16. Okay, if you choose the AK100, that's obviously going to decrease the vertical and the horizontal recoil score. You can see it has dropped down to 55 and 31. If you add the RPK, it's going to increase that to 57 and horizontal remains 31. Okay, the main focus over here is to get the gun as much stable as possible and less coins spent. Okay. Now the stock over here that I'm gonna attach is this one, okay, the lightweight one. You can choose the carbine lightweight as well, okay. Now the carbine lightweight usually, attacks the hip fire stability. It also increases the vertical and the horizontal recoil. And over here, what you can see is that this one attacks the ergonomics. That is, gives a good score for the ergonomics, and the vertical and horizontal recoil increases a lot. The carbine lightweight, I would say, you go with this one. It is less cheap and does the job as well. Okay, so yeah, you choose this one over here. Now since we're done with the stock, we gotta improve the ergonomics and the hip fire stability, give that a little bit more score over there. So for that, I'm gonna attach a good pistol grip. The pistol grip we're gonna attach is this one. This usually we attach in the AKM as well. Okay, AK102 AKM, this is amazing. Gives a good score on the ergonomics. The hip fire stability increases to 77 over here. Okay, so that's a good score that we'll be getting for the gun. So we're making this gun as stable as possible. Okay, now the stock and the pistol grip both are done. Let's move on towards the handguard and the vertical grip. Okay, so the handguard over here by default is RPK 16 one. Okay, it's much more of a coins, and just only thing that is to be attached over here is obviously the vertical grip. Okay, so the front grip over here, I'm gonna advise you, since we're building this cheap, go with the aluminum one. Okay, you can go with the aluminum one. Triangular one is gonna cost you more, but aluminum one is gonna do the job for you. Okay, so yeah, let's use this one over here, and if we calculate the score, aluminum is 3900, and if we choose a triangular one, it is, yeah, it's 5000. But that depends, if you want to give 2000 extra on the coins, you can give that, but I'm choosing the aluminum one. Okay, now the handguard and the grip is all done. Okay, you can see the score has risen to 72. So 55 where we started, it has increased to 72 over here. Now the muzzle obviously affects the vertical and horizontal recoil, both of them. Okay, so we're going to attach a muzzle over here. The suppressor, I would advise you not to go with that. Okay, because obviously it's going to give a good score though, but as compared to the other muzzle, like for example this one, it's gonna decrease the score to 75. So the RPKF is the muzzle that I would advise you to take. Okay, it has increased the score to 77. Horizontal recoils also increase the score to 63. So that makes the gun much more stable. Okay, it's nearing to 80. That's the whole case with that. Now since we are done with attaching each and everything, the only thing left right now is to attach a good scope to that. Okay, now since RPK has a range of like 110, usually I would advise you to go with the one like the 4x one, but since the vertical recoil is at 77, controlling the gun at the 4x scope would prove to be quite difficult for the player. Okay, so I would just advise you to go with the red dot sight. Okay, because we're building the gun as cheap as possible. We're going to keep it as cheap as possible, and the equipment attached over here are not that much making the gun stable. So that's why controlling the gun with the red dot sight would be much more better for the player. Okay, that's the whole case with that. Let's just sum it up. 23,000 is the amount of coins that we have to pay. That's the most cheap that we can build over here. So let's start building. Okay, this is like the final build of the gun. Now let's go ahead over towards shooting range and check the gun out. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we're at the shooting range, guys. Now let's see our build, how stable it is. Okay, so I'm using level 3 ammo with the RPK. Now let's target over here and see what the results are. Okay, aiming over here. Alright, fix that one spot. That's good. With 77 recoil, that's good though. That's good though. If you can control your gyro, that's gonna be much more better. Well, that was amazing. That was amazing. Okay, so let's point out, or let's just scope in towards these dummies. Nice. So yeah, that's the whole case with this one, guys. That's so amazing. Did you see the recoil control though? It's proving to be amazing. You just gotta control your screen and your gyro, and the 77 recoil, you could go good with this gun. So yeah, that's the whole build with that. Our cheap build proved to be quite successful though. So yeah, and if you have further requests regarding builds of any gun, you can drop it down in the comment section, and I'm gonna do that. Okay, regardless of it being a cheap or expensive one, you just drop it down, and yeah, the rest is my job. Thank you so much for watching though, guys. Do subscribe, share this video, and we're gonna meet again.